That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
Oh no.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
With Skott, I feel like it's a mix of both, to be honest.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Skott, what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you?
I know how you feel.
You're staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Skott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Skott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Because he's tenacious. He's like a stain that you just can't remove.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Substance?
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Skott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Skott, and leave it to me. I'm an expert negotiator.
I
Yay.
heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Skott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
I have to deal with Skott. Alright, at the end of negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent's, it is considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it is deemed a failure. During the negotiation process, if either party's morale drops to 0, the negotiation immediately ends. Your negotiation choices will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale. As you make choices, the negotiation progresses until the number of negotiation rounds drops to 0, at which point the negotiation ends. During your negotiation turn, you can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques to help you succeed. You can view your opponent's information. If you're unsure what to choose, press to view. We'll stumble through it.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and
Nope.
can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
That's what we got. Make proposals from the legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. Use Yang Qing's identity to intimidate him. Remind him of his embarrassing past. I feel like we'll start by making him feel a bit uncomfortable.
I didn't expect to see you again, Mr. Skott. We had such fun in Arum Alley last time. It seems our paths are destined to cross once more.
Indeed.
Stop pretending we're friends. If I could actually beat you, I'd punch you in the face. So, are you guys gonna resolve this problem? Or are you just gonna let this clown put on a show here?
Hey, I wasn't trying to be his friend.
Let's just pretend we don't know her, Don Hung.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Let's just skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence.
I've got a brilliant idea. I'll just smash everything with my bat, and then you can hire someone to assess the damage. That way, your cargo won't need any inspection, right?
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
I'm handling it peacefully. You'll back down, won't you, Skott? Won't you?
So, this is the great idea you came up with? Fine. Why don't you just step over my lifeless body?
That can be arranged. Yeah, it's not going well, is it, at this point? It's like,
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
He's got a point, oddly enough. We could show him the extensive connections. I mean, the escalation thing has not gone well so far for us. That's the thing. It's like, I feel like this might be the way of going about this. Well, I'm trying to think like what he would want this at this point. Yeah, we'll go try to resolve this according to Zhensho regulations. torn between this and escalate. That's the problem.
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel is stranded on the Xianzhou, the Skyfaring Commission has the right to inspect it.
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Xianzhou Legal Code, all official and private goods upon entering the port shall be subject to inspection. Failure to submit to such inspection shall be deemed equivalent to the possession of unlawful items and shall be subject to legal ramifications.
I mean, Scott, you know the rules, and so do I.
Huh? My synesthesia beacon must not be working, because I have no idea what you just said.
Apparently you don't know the rules. We can enlighten you.
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection, we'll have to treat the cargo as unlawful items and confiscate it.
Confiscate it? How can you Xianzhou people be so unreasonable?
If this were pure point, and incoming cargo posed a safety risk, the IPC would take it in for containment and disposal, correct?
That's true, but the IPC sometimes makes exceptions. For example, they've always given special terms to Xianzhou vessels. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
That might be the way of going against him based on the previous one as well, if it's an option. Well, yeah, the Zhensho people are just following their own rules. You have a problem with that, mate.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Yes! Salvage that.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Skott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Hello.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
Hi. Ooh.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Skott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
Just the way they're describing whatever's inside, it feels like potentially something like the kitties, like the one I've got on my head. One of May's creations. How do you say her name again? We'll go with May. May's creations.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now.
Oh, shut up.
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
47.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
I do wonder if the 47 is a reference to Star Trek there. From whoever wrote that. Yeah.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm.
No.
While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Skott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Triple dot.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
It does, like with the 47 coming up, it does feel like the episode of TNG when Picard was trying to reason with the Shellyak. Was it the Shellyak? When he used the treaty against them and wanted, was it arbitration he wanted? But he used the Grisella as the arbiters. But they were in their hibernation cycle, so it would be a few months before it was resolved. Anybody who knows what I'm on about knows exactly what I'm on about now. Anybody who doesn't is like, what are you... What? What? Watched The Next Generation. It's good.
But, Mr. Skott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Yeah. At least you wised up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Bloody hell.
Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
The product.
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! It's angry! Oh. Well, what we got going on here? Terror Grip. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel the Terror Grip. When Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked or to dispel Terror Grip, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state and be unable to perform actions. Oh.
Well, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Indeed. And as you may notice in my group, things have changed. Got Yao. Indeed.
Baneful cloud scatter.
You know, one thing I've not seen is some of these ultimates on these characters in regular speed. So if I get the chance, I'm going to go for it. Single target. Because I want to see single target again. Aha! Knowing me, knowing you.
Our fight commence.
Wiped him out.
Single target.
Divination says this will.
Time to unwind.
Let's see here then.
I'm gonna hold everyone.
Just single target.
Nobody help me!
I was hoping that was going to get enough for the ultimate.
Here's a bad omen slip.
God, look how slow
No
this
need
feels
to
like.
thank me.
It's slow motion. The battle's over, okay. Well.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it.
Uh-huh.
You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Oh, it was, yeah.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
Indeed.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Skott.
Our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Pressing all the wrong buttons there. This is reminding me of a Star Trek Voyager episode. Have you checked to see whether or not the bioneural circuitry is actually infected with some kind of bioneural agent from cheese?
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
Cute?
Can't argue with that.
Aww.
As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
I mean, when there's tea involved, I'll be there.